and I'm very proud to have him here. He's an activist from Gay Liberation Front London. People, why don't we have a Gay Liberation Front Berlin? Come on, let's fight. I don't want to be attacked again in a park and be alone. I don't want to be. We have to take more action. We have to stand for our rights. We have to defend ourselves. I don't want to take it no longer that they insult me in the bus, in the public transport, on the streets, just because I am what I am. Okay? So let's stand together. Let's strike back. So, but this is his job now. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only Dan Glass.
Happy Pride, everyone! Are you having a good time? There's nearly 100,000 people here. Big up to you. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Monica and everyone who's come from Poland. Solidarity with Poland. If anyone wants to come to Stettin, September the 18th, solidarity with Poland. And also a big thank you to all the CSD Berlin organisers. This is a big job to organise. And last but not least, everyone affected and standing up to LGBT hate crime. So I'm an activist from the Gay Liberation Front. If you don't know the Gay Liberation Front, they were born out of the Stonewall uprisings in 1969 and started the first Pride in London in 1972, which started a global wave of Pride protest movements across the world. On my arm, you might be able to see it, I've got a tattoo of Stuart, who's still alive. He's 81. He's watching today. And in 1970, they invaded a religious homophobic festival in London called the Festival of Light, dressed as nuns so they could get in. And then they invaded the stage and did the can-can and shut the whole festival down. Pride was a riot, Pride was an uprising, it always was and it always needs to be, because we've still got work to do. Hey, Monica. I'm a big gay and I'm also a big Jew. And we're about to pass the memorial to all the people who were persecuted, the Jewish memorial and the homosexual memorial in World War II. My grandparents were all Holocaust survivors, 2 of them from Berlin, that's why I'm coming home. And it means a lot to be here. It means a real lot to be here. We've come so far, I mean, look at this. We've come so far since what happened in World War II, but we cannot get complacent. We've still got work to do. The motto of CSD Berlin is save our community, save our pride. What are we saving our community from? Fascists, the rise of the far right in Hungary, in Poland, but also in Berlin. My friends from the Berlin Bruisers, the gay rugby team, have faced 3 homophobic attacks in the last month. So can we have a big shout out to the Berlin Bruisers? And everyone standing up to homophobes and fascists. We've also got save our community from the single story. We face multiple oppressions and we're multi-dynamic. The Gay Liberation Front, we're always standing with the principles of all injustices are connected. It's a global movement, it's an anti-colonial movement, it's an anti-racist movement, and it's a pro-Palestine movement. And as a Jew, and as a queer, and as a pro-Palestinian, it means so much that we're here today standing up for Palestine. I know it's difficult, I know it's riddled with trauma, but we have to fight for Palestine. Well, and it's easier said than done because it's, you know, we have to move from a place of guilt to a place of revolutionary love. I just wanted to share 2 last quotes. One from Martin Luther King, who said, "Power without love is reckless and abusive. Love without power is sentimental and anemic." So put your hand on your heart. For one moment, put your hand on your heart or the person next to you, consensually, and think, you know, we've come so far, but we've still got work to do. What are we going to do, whether it's around Polish solidarity, whether it's around trans rights, and, you know, it was the trans rights bill was voted down in Parliament recently, whether it's around standing up to fascists, whether it's around standing up for Palestine, What can we do so that Pride isn't just one day of the year, but every single fucking day of the year? And last but not least, I wanted to pay tribute to one of my favourite queer anti-fascist icons from World War II. And I think we're about to pass the memorial in a minute. There was a guy called Wilhelm Arondius, who in 1943 blew up a records office that he knew the Nazis were going to go through, and therefore saving thousands of lives, maybe even my own biological family. He was caught by the Nazis, but just before he was executed, his last words were, "Let it be known that homosexuals are not cowards." So he said, let it be known that homosexuals are not cowards. We're not cowards. We have to find the courage to fight on until all of us are free all over the world. So big up, have a great rest of the Pride. There's also an alternative anti-colonial Pride happening in Hermannsplatz at 5 o'clock, so come along then as well. Oh, Berlin Bruisers. Big love everyone, happy Pride!
Teilnehmerinnen des 43. Berliner